Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yinglong. So before we start today's webinar, I just want to give a little introduction about myself. I'm the Technical Solution Executive here, and we are here to provide all the technical solution support to all our current products we have in Autodesk Construction Cloud. And today's main topic is on the Autodesk Takeoff, and this is our newly released features in our new Autodesk Construction Cloud. And let's just deep dive into this. We see a lot of challenges being faced by including the thin margins and the tax schedules, silo information, labor shortage, distributed teams, and uncertainties. So we have some statistics on the downstream effect for having all these improper takeoffs. 1 in 4 construction companies will go out of business if they make only 2 or 3 inaccurate estimates. Only 31% of all construction projects came within 10% of their initial budgets. Contractors also see the estimating accuracies is one of the top 5 biggest impact to the industry over the next 3 years. So this is just to the organization. How about the estimating team? Do they have any challenges? These are the estimating department itself, the obstacles the estimating department itself facing right now. So currently, based on statistics, we understand that when the 2D takeoff process is usually quite time consuming. And when it comes to tender preparations, we have tight schedule to prepare all those quantities. We are also facing the fierce competitions from all different competitors. And currently, because we introduced 3D deliverables, so that's why we have 2D takeoff and 3D takeoff. And right now they are not connected. And within the team we have different parties, and also the collaboration is the challenges we have right now. So what it takes to overcome those challenges, we kick off these projects internally a couple of years ago, and then we started out by talking to estimators across country, across the world, and then we have talked to hundreds of you and of the cause of the projects. And these are the items that floated to the top time. And again, the things that could help you and your organization overcome your challenges. So we want to introduce to you the Autodesk Takeoff. Autodesk Takeoff allows estimators to perform more accurate 2D takeoff and generate automated quantities from the 3D model within a single takeoff solution. So how we do it is pretty simple. We do this by delivering the most comprehensive 2D and 3D takeoff solution in one single platform. They utilize the common data environment for the robust document management from design to handover. So by having this platform, they could help us to track the version easily. They can customize the takeoff with the formulas. We can also use multiple classification systems for the different users. And by streamlining the entire process, we can extract the quantity directly from the model and also move the takeoffs to a newer version of the sheets. So we can save a lot of time in terms of the versioning control. And staying on the same platform in real-time information with your colleagues, with your estimators, they can enhance the collaboration so that we can further simplify the entire workflow of the information exchange, of the information collaboration. So by achieving all this, we can actually attain our business objective over here, which can help our organization to win more business and win more works. So Autodesk Takeoff is just a part of our unified platform for the Autodesk Construction Cloud. So the Autodesk Construction Cloud connects data, workflow, teams throughout the entire building lifecycle, from design to operation across the headquarters, office, and job site. We recently announced these 3 new additions to the Autodesk Construction Cloud: Autodesk Build, Autodesk Takeoff, and Autodesk BIM Collaborate. They all build on a unified platform, the common data environment. And all these new modules empower general contractor, different trades, designers, owners to drive a better business outcome. So this is where the Autodesk Takeoff residing in the platform. Now let's deep dive into this, what it means for you. Autodesk Takeoff support teams, projects, business in an interconnected way. So for teams, it provides every team member with the specific tools they need to do their job and to collaborate with others while supporting the digitalization of tasks and centralized capturing of the data. And for projects, manage all project documentation in one place to ensure everyone on the team is working from the latest data sets, leveraging data collected by teams to drive efficiencies in takeoff process. And eventually for business, it helps streamline organizational improvements and increase innovation to win more profitable work. It's all about connected team, connected workflow, and connected data. So this is a closer view that we have this overall platform and the capability of takeoff and workflows. So down here, we have document management to save all the document on the platform, and we can extracting the information to perform the 2D takeoff and 3D takeoff, and eventually for all the takeoff results, we can aggregate into one place, and then for the users to view all this important data. And from here, we have the module selector to select the different modules. And we can also, this is the interface of our document management that you can save all the essential data into it and eventually to achieve the single source of truth. And in this interface, we can set up the different classification systems. Later in the real demonstration, I will show you how to set it up. And from here, you can map with your current classification used. If you use the SMM4 or if you use the unit class, we can all upload those standards into the platform and then to finish the mapping of the unit with the quantities and with the elements over here. And taking up the quantity is really easy. You just need to mark up the space, and then they will give you the idea that how big is the space. You don't have to apply those complicated formulas in order to calculate those irregular shapes. And now you can just do the markups, do the selection of the space, and then they will give you the quantity right away. And from here, this is some of the demonstration. You can just select the entire space, and then now you click enter, and then they will give you the quantity out of way. So by doing this way, you don't have to cut out all these columns. You don't have to memorize what's the size of this place and then to apply the formula, try to calculate the whole space and deduct all these quantities. The only thing you just need to do is to mark up all this space, and then the quantity will auto-populate it directly for us. And this will be doing simpler in the 3D perspective, because when it comes to 3D, all the information is residing within the 3D properties. So what we just need to do is from this platform, we try to extract those information from 3D and then to convert it into the quantity, so that now you can have a structure, more structured quantities, and with all the accurate information generated from the 3D takeoff process. And eventually you can merge all the data from the 3D, from the 2D takeoff results into one unified interface. And from here, you can see the total quantities, and also they have the breakdown of all the categories. And the reason why we promote this in the one single platform is that we can establish the linkage between the takeoff results with the documents. So from the place, you can directly select the documents. They will lead you back to the individual sheets of 3D models to show you where is this takeoff results come from. So it's even further to help you validate this information at the end of the day. And eventually, once you finish the takeoff, you can share the information across the teams, and then everyone can also work collectively, collaboratively to do the takeoff together. So this is the meaning of doing everything in this one single platform. So don't just take our words for it. We also have some customers testimonial. From our customer in mentioning that the combination of this 2D and 3D takeoff will really help them eliminate any type of oversights and streamline the process. And also that in terms of the workflow improvement, they can eliminate the cumbersome workflow of sharing these data, and then they can have the enhanced collaboration across the different teams. So hopefully that gives you a better understanding of Autodesk Construction Cloud and how we can partner to make connected construction a reality for you. Ultimately, we believe there are 4 key factors that enable us to deliver on the promise of connected construction better than anyone else. First, our leadership is driving building information modeling and the authoring tools in AEC opens the doors for customers to easily work with our construction tools. More and more contractors are embracing our authoring tools and finding value in BIM-based workflow. Second, our unmatched portfolio. Our new extended portfolio provides customers with the most complete solution available. It enables teams to be more productive and collaborative across the construction ecosystem and the project lifecycle. Our global network of subject matter experts in construction allows us to support our current customer and expand the presence of our new products into international markets. And our expanded sales team, who are now empowered to sell entire portfolio based on the needs of our customer, will only accelerate that momentum. Finally, our experience in manufacturing makes us the only company who can lead you on the journey towards the new way of working and take advantage of convergence of construction and manufacturing. We offer the ingredients to fundamentally improve how construction gets done, and we are seizing the opportunity that comes with exponentially needs. So the technology is ready, you are ready, and we as Autodesk are ready to help you change the way the world builds. Okay, so that's the end of the presentation. Now we can switch to a real life demonstration over here. Now we are in the Autodesk Takeoff interface. This is the landing page of Autodesk Takeoff. And how we can get to this page is from the module selector. You can come to this Takeoff tab. And now this is the home tab for the Autodesk Takeoff. So from the home tab, as you can see, we actually have 3 parts. And this part is for us to set up the classification and measuring tools from here. So in Hong Kong context, over here, we usually will choose metrics, and then we can have a different classification system embedded in the system. So from here, you actually can import the information from Excel, and then they will do this matching automatically. And then according to the local standard, if you have a SMM4 matching tables, we can also read into the system. And the next step is to upload the information into the platform. So right here, we have all the 3D and 2D information. Uploading the information is really easy. You can just click the buttons and then upload any information from your desktop, and then the system will automatically read the information from it and then try to populate this information in the system. So as you can see that currently what we have done here is the OCR technology, the optical character recognition functions, to read all the information from the sheets drawings just now you uploaded. What it does is that they can actually recognize the information in it and then auto-populate the sheets number or the project titles for you. And don't worry if they actually read in the wrong place, you can always change this place to somewhere else and then try to get the information out of it. So the powerful optical character recognition functions allow us to read all the information from the PDF sheets and then to do a smart searching later on in the takeoff process. So as you can see here, they also can read in the title sheets. But here we also have the flexibility to choose the place to ask the system to read it. For example, like over here, I just want them to read this sample house instead of plans. And we have a fair bit of options for us to choose. You can choose the traditional Chinese, simple Chinese, and any other system. And also we have a different orientation. So we understand sometimes the title block is not always in horizontal. They may have a vertical up or down. You can always choose in this way so that the system can accurately read the information out of it. So once you select the area, and then the system will try to convert and scan the place and try to auto-populate the sheets title for us. So now, as you can see that based on these changes, they have been populated into it. And from there, you can publish the sheets. And now the sheets has been successfully published into your projects. So this is the way that how we upload all the drawing sheets into the projects. And in terms of the 3D model uploads, it's even simpler. What you just need to do is just to find the 3D models, and then you can just open directly. And now you can have your 3D model. Although it takes a little bit time to upload the 3D models, but they actually, once it's done, and then the 3D model will be residing in the platform forever. Okay, so when it comes to the packages, is where you can create different packages and then to collaborate with your team members to do the quantity takeoff together. So down here, if you want to break your packages into different categories, you can actually just do, for example, in this way, I can just want to do a column takeoff. I can just create a packages for column. And then when we go into the column, as we can see, all the updated information like 102 drawings or like for other like BIM models is already uploaded in the data set. So what we just need to do is to find the right information. Like I just want to search for third floor. I want to take off all the columns for the third floor and just come to this place. And now I'm able to go into this 2D view. And creating takeoff is just as simple as this. If we want to measure all the columns, unlike the original method, which we have to count one by one, here we actually have various of options for us to choose. So we can either choose the area of the columns or the linear or the count. So in this case, let's do a count. So down here, we can just put in the name of the column and we do count. And when we choose the count, they actually have a different appearance for us to choose. So in this case, I will just choose check mark and then I can choose the green color. You can put in your own descriptions. And this is the important part. For example, like if your column is not matching with the count or if your column is not matching with the areas, so this is the place for you to choose. So as you can see that based on the pre-settings, you have the classification map with the unit. So down here, if you want to choose certain things like doors, and then they will actually change the unit from the areas to count. So this is the one place that we can actually do the matching and then according to the local standard and requirement. So let's just do a takeoff, or maybe instead of columns, I just want to do a door takeoff. Let's do the start takeoff. So taking off is as simple as this. You can just click the place that the door has been taking off. So the system will automatically register the number of takeoffs over here, as you can see, that you don't have to memorize this. You don't have to populate this into another separate Excel and then try to take off all the quantities of the door quantums. And then the other way, like what if we don't want to take off the quantities, we want to take off for the wall area, then what we can do here, you can select the linear, and then down here, we can actually choose the right unit of the square meters. And then you can also put in additional dimension over here, because in 2D, it's very hard for us to find those walls, right? Then in 2D, it's very hard for us to calculate the wall area. So over here, we need to tell the system that what's the height of the wall. And then now what you can do is you can actually select the wall elements, the length of the wall, and then the system will automatically calculate the areas. But before we do any calculation, the first thing is that we need to set up the calibration over here. So you just need to find any known dimensions. In this case, the green line is actually 10 meters apart. So you can just set your dimensions in this way. And now you have your wall areas taking place from here. And someone may ask that, what if the areas we want to do? Of course, we can actually do a area takeoff. So what we need to do is just to come to here, and then we can just select the areas, and we select the different color coding. We match with the areas. So taking out the quantity from the areas, what you can do is you can come to here, just measure the space, and then what it does is that they can actually auto calculate the areas regardless of a regular shape or irregular shape. They can all do it in the system itself. And don't worry that if this one is not matching, because we have the abilities to change this one into an arc. So by changing it into an arc, you can actually adjust the dimensions and adjust the shape of it to make it as close as possible to the areas you're taking place. And now for this irregular shape, as you can see, you don't have to do any computations with your complicated formulas. They can already compute the whole area of this shape. And then even sometimes you want to do it simpler, what you can do is you can come to here draw a dimension at first, and then you can actually turn all these lines into an arc line. There's a shortcut of doing that. You can just turn this one, press A. They will try to match with the dimensions as close as possible. So this is some ways we can actually create irregular shape in the floor plan, and then they can simplify your whole takeoff experience. And what if we want to do something with 3D? So here we actually have a 3D model, and taking off in 3D is even simpler compared to 2D, because down here, all the elements, they actually have a parameter embedded in it. So as you can see that we can read the area of this roof, the volume of the roof. So taking off is just like you select the elements, and then as you can see, the roof has been automatically selected, and then you just need to find the right units. And here the system will tell you that which area they will be extracted. So in this case, is the area they are going to extract it, and then now we just need to tick this one, and then the area has been taken off. And sometimes the QS or the estimator here, we may have a concern that I don't know how to navigate this 3D model. So is there any better ways for me to take off the quantity from the 3D? Yes, we do have the better ways. So down here, we have the function called former cluster. What it does is that they can actually arrange the 3D model in this simpler way. So as the QS or as the estimator, I don't have to go around the 3D model, try to get the quantity out of it. What I want to do is that I just want to go to specific type of the models, and then what I can do is I can actually just select of it, and then I can do a takeoff directly. Or what I can do is that I can actually just choose the whole category of the elements. Then I can actually just also do a takeoff accordingly. So in this case, we can actually just choose the doors, openings, and they already have this takeoff in place. And after you finish all the takeoffs, eventually what we can do is that we can actually go to the detailed takeoff, the inventories, inventory type over here. As you can see that all the quantity just now we have taken off is already here, and they even have the breakdown of the takeoff. One good thing of our system is that everything is connected. So from here, you can directly go back to the documents, and they will show you where is this takeoff taken place. You can just simply click this focus button, and then they will lead you to the right position. So from here, you can also see different takeoff results. Even comes to 3D, you can do the same thing, and then the system will automatically identify this linkage and then bring you back to the right place. And eventually, when you have the entire reports ready for the takeoff quantity, you can export this into the Excel. So this one will help you to do the cost estimation and finish the whole entire BIM-based cost estimation process. All right. So that's the overall demonstration of Autodesk Takeoff. And I hope you like the demonstration and the webinar. Thank you so much for sticking with us. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach us. We're more than happy to help you and assist you. May you have a great day. Thank you so much.